Okay, this is just moving at too much of a breakneck pace. It really is. This is in other news. I'm your host, Mike Russell. There are things that we need to get to that have happened in the past couple of days that I just have to cover now as like housekeeping. As some sort of housekeeping. Like I mean, there's a couple things, right? Ontario, the that Canadian place. Ontario has announced that they are canceling all contracts with Starlink because of Elon Musk. Stupid. Fine. Go find another perfect, widely available internet product that is affordable to all of your people. Go ahead. Go hurt your people. Canadians don't care if they hurt their people. Canadian government does not care if they hurt their people. They do not care what they do to their people. They want to maintain power and keep marching towards their little Fidel Castro-esque utopia up there in Canada. We didn't even get to that. We didn't even have time to talk about that because things are moving too quickly. What else did we not get to? The Trump tariffs on Mexico are going to be paused for 1 month because President President Sheinbaum, Claude, says that she's announced a troop border deployment. I mean, I don't know how fast this winning can come at us, and we just keep winning, and we're just going to keep. This is absolutely unreal how fast this is going. And let me take a minute. Here. The breakneck pace at which the Trump administration is doing what they're doing seems to be intentional, and it seems to be brilliant. Here's what I mean by that. The Trump administration is moving so many things forward at such a rapid pace. The standard media cadence of misinterpret what he's doing, spin what he said, and destroy can't happen anymore because quicker than they can spin something and make Trump look bad with it, public opinion has already been polled and all over it. And then after that, they've moved on to the next thing. The next headline is already out before they can attack Trump for really anything. This is a brilliant move. If it is strategy, it is a beautiful, beautiful move. It seems as if Donald Trump from November 5th to January 20th was just winding this thing up for just this breakneck pace for weeks, months, that would stymie the entire media apparatus that is lined up and stacked against him, so they don't have time to do what they're normally have time to do after 4 years of Sleepy Joe. That's easy. That was an easy media cycle, the media cadence, the reporting. It was simple. Now they can't even keep up. They're on their heels, and all they can do is but Elon, but Doge, but he has records to things, and Donald Trump's Hitler. That's all they have. It's embarrassing, but it's strategery and it's fantastic. I gotta tell you, I'm having too much fun with it. I don't, like I said, I can't even get to stories like President Sheinbaum saying, okay, we're going to send Mexican troops to the border to secure it. Please, Mr. Trump, don't tariff our products. That's a huge story. Canadian provinces, states, are stepping away from Elon Musk's Starlink, jeopardizing everything, their people's communications, their defense communications, everything, stepping away from any kind of backup plan because they don't like Elon Musk. Those are big stories that we have to move on because holy crap, something else happened today. Something else happened the last couple hours, and then the few hours before that, and something else is going to happen when we get off air today. It is absolutely amazing, Steve. I do agree with you. It was all pre-planned. Oh yeah, they sat back writing the playbook. They didn't have the leaks that they did in the first administration. Everything Donald Trump said was immediately leaked to the press. It was immediately leaked. So they didn't have any of that, and they're executing their plan day one, week one, month one, and everybody is trying to catch their breath. And I applaud them for that. That is absolutely amazing because it is impossible to keep up with. J.D. Vance said, Vice President Vance said today, get ready for this. We are going to keep this pace up for 4 years. And I can't tell you how excited I am for that. Because I have, and I do, I have liberal friends. I do. I have very liberal loved ones. And I just have to keep my mouth quiet. Keep my mouth shut. It's okay. Just you'll see. You'll see. One of them, who I love very dearly, said, okay, all right, well, the election was what the election was. Okay, Trump, let's see it. What do you got? You said you were promising something. Let's go. Let's make it happen. And for me, I think that's a great attitude. That is a great way to look at this administration. Let's just see what happens. Remember when Biden was elected and we were freaking out and they were like, okay, all the liberals were like, just see what he can do. Watch, you're going to see. You're going to see. And unfortunately, we did see. And that's what brought Trump right back into office because we had to endure the years of that, 4 years of that. Greg, Grizz, Steve, my men, Jim, what's up? Rhonda, how you doing? Everybody, God, dog, it's so good to have you here. I'm like, it's almost like you're sweating because things are happening so fast. I don't even care that Pam Bondi was sworn in today. Everybody, news outlets were all over that. Who cares? Good, get to work. Look, we are not the DNC. We are not in perpetual campaign mode. We cannot be. We should not be in perpetual campaign mode. So the fact that Pam Bondi was sworn in today, who cares? Good. She's supposed to be. It's like her first day at work. Go. Do something now. Sitting there to Clarence Thomas with your right hand up and your left hand on the Bible doesn't mean squat to me. Get to work, do something, and then we'll talk about it. Let's go. Ronnie, you spelled that wrong. It's get her done. G-I-T. Mm-hmm. Get her done. You're darn right. Ooh, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm having fun with it. And just seeing the freak out. We're going to get this way covered. Oh, don't worry, Jim. That's I'm sorry, Jim. That's the safe money. That's even money right there. It's just, of course. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's going to be scary. Going to be absolutely scary. So these protests are these Democrat protests are the things that are freaking me out the most. And by freaking out, I'm just absolutely loving his popcorn. Like they don't, they not like us. Kendrick Lamar, yeah, no going there. Huh? Yeah. I enjoyed it. Catchy tune. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is going to be the halftime show at Super Bowl. Super catchy tune. Yeah, they not like us. Sweeping the Grammys. So, okay, we'll get the Grammys. Let's get back to this. The Democrats wanted a show. All their staffers showed up, and their staffers called their family and friends, and everybody showed up so they can holler about what? They can holler about what? Matt Gaetz. I'm sorry, Matt Gaetz in the mind now. Elon Musk going through the expenditures of the United States government with a fine-tooth comb and eliminating fraud and waste. You're protesting that? I don't understand the logic in protesting that. You have been robbing our bank. Unless you are guilty of robbing the bank, you shouldn't be concerned. And by the way, let's play like champions here. Let's go Notre Dame, although they lost. Let's play champions today. And say there's a lot of I think there's two camps here. There is the deafening, screaming, screeching of the forward-facing Democrats in the party, the Raskins, the Warners, Warnocks, the Warrens, excuse me, the Warnocks. And then there is the deafening silence of Republicans. Y'all, it's a lot of Republicans. They aren't saying anything. They've been robbing the bank too. They're just trying to stay quiet and stay under the radar. I'm not talking about all of them. But these forward-facing Democrats that you see are being vocal and screechy because they have truly been robbing the piggy bank. Wait till we look into Lindsey Graham, y'all. There's a reason why Lindsey Graham's hollering to keep USAID going. He is part of that, and I wrote it down. He's a director at the International Republican Institute. It's about as dumb as a pack name. They received $130 million from USAID. Again, those that are, oh, no, I think we should keep a lot of the USAID funding going. We should shut it down completely. Republicans and Democrats all had their hand out. All had their hand in the cookie jar, and they got smacked. Oh, it's good stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. Canucks throw out American liquor after they paid for it. They're really throwing out what? Okay, good. Rock on. Why don't we? Okay, see, that's when we need to start an import business. We go there and be like, bring out your booze, bring out your American booze. We'll get rid of it for you. Bring out your American booze. I didn't know the Canadians were throwing away American booze. I see an opportunity here, guys. I don't see any point and laugh. Fine. Leave that for everybody else. Us enterprising minds would like to go say, just come on, yeah, what do you got in there? Okay, yeah, dang those Americans. Yes, yeah, go put that in there. What do you got? Some bourbon in there? Oh, fantastic. Oh, I mean, oh yeah, screw them Americans. Next, bring out your booze. Bring out your booze. Why not? Road trip in a couple of wagons. We'd be in great shape, I tell you. Yeah. Costco, 144 pack of Michael. Harry, yes, and that might be on my list for the second half of the day. That's for sure. Oh yeah, let's just keep that popcorn coming. I like going to the Harkins. Those are fantastic. Whew. Harkins popcorn. They get the butter and whoa. I have a whole layering technique. Put in the microwave 30 seconds. Little Slavo salt. You're welcome. That's right. I'm sorry. American taxpayers are tired of being the bank of the world. That's true. We are, but there are things that are in our best interest to keep certain nations healthy, to keep certain nations with the same advancements that we do. And I do understand that. And I think we all do. I think we, the people, understand that. LGBTQ puppet shows in Ghana. No, I don't. No, that's not. No, I forget what one of these programs was absolutely hilarious to me because it made so much no sense. The list goes on and on, but the freak out. Let's listen to these criminals. Excuse me, I mean senators and politicians. Let's start with let's see if was Mike up here too.
Feels like the people of America have woken up.
What? If we woken up, sir, you would not be there, and Mad Maxine Waters would not be standing next to you.
We are wide awake to the fraud that is being perpetuated on this country inside this building, and we are not going to stand for it.
Somebody's guilty, like really guilty.
And I don't know about you, but I don't think the United States Senate should vote for a single nominee that's going to participate in this fraud.
Oh, okay. Cool. Get on it. Okay, go for it.
When we open up the Senate every single morning, we don't pledge allegiance to the billionaires.
No, you just do. I have a fantastic picture I'll show you in a little bit, yeah, of all of them with George Soros's kids, but okay.
We don't pledge allegiance to Elon Musk. We don't pledge allegiance to the creepy 22-year-olds working for Elon Musk.
Oh, now they're creepy because they're 22-year-olds. They're creepy 22-year-olds. This guy, again, they can keep doing this again and again, over and over and over and over and over again on a loop, and it would be absolutely wonderful. The midterms are going to be Trump is Hitler, Elon Musk is Himmler, and that's going to be their platform. And it's going to be a red wave in the midterms. It's going to be absolutely fantastic if they keep this crap up. And I think they are going to keep this crap up because listen, no one is talking about voting for.
We pledge allegiance to the United States of America.
Which you're fleecing. Yeah.
And so I want to make sure that my mother gets her Social Security check, not because she pledges allegiance to Elon, but because she pledges allegiance to the United States of America.
You're an idiot. You're an absolute buffoon. You're making a fool of yourself. Your voters should be embarrassed that they voted for you. You are that stupid. You think we are that stupid that little grandma is going to lose her Social Security, little grandma, who's going to lose their Medicaid and Medicare, going to lose it because they didn't pledge allegiance to Elon Musk. That is one of the most asinine things I've heard in a hot minute. Because trust me, Medicare and Medicaid are next. Medicare and Medicaid are next. And that's where the big boy fraud is. That's where the exposing is going to be. That's when the rats are going to be jumping off the ship. You're going to see a lot of these politicians not run again, ever. Announce that they will not be running. They're going to join some board of something, and that's it. Spend time with their family. The division in politics has just become too much for them. They wished for a better America, meaning they were on the take and they're about to get exposed. They know where to run. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Let's go to one of the newbies, one of the new grifters, one of the new. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to. I know because I don't want to get deplatformed. I want you to think in your mind, Grizz. Listen to me. Head thoughts. Okay. Is there a word that comes to mind when you see this woman?
Let me tell y'all something. I know some of y'all have been frustrated, and you've been saying, "Where are the Democrats? Where are our leaders?" Well, I'm here to tell you that we ain't never left y'all.
Shh. Quiet. Stop screaming. Stop. You have a microphone, honey. You got an amp.
Go ahead. All right? We are here.
Go ahead.
We are also going to make sure that they uphold the law.
They are.
We are not going to sit around while you go ahead and desecrate our Constitution, or you look at the laws that have been passed into law and say, never mind, we'll just ignore that.
Coming from a party, by the way. Coming from a party that, or an administration that just was released of their duties, relieved of their duties. That we had Supreme Court decision after Supreme Court decision that they completely, blatantly ignored. Just saying, you don't have to get two Supreme Court decisions to say, no, we're serious this time. You need to stop doing that. Oh, but no, this is Elon Musk. Nothing Elon Musk is doing is illegal. Nothing. They said he's an unelected bureaucrat. So you're upset about an unelected bureaucrat dismantling an unelected bureaucracy. That's what you're mad about. That's what you're upset about. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, back to this little screaming Mimi here. Here we go.
Instead, we are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your asses.
Oh.
And we are going to make sure.
Okay.
We're going to make sure.
Go ahead.
You understand what democracy looks like.
We do, sweetie. You do not.
This ain't it. So let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Mr. Trump.
Mr. Trump.
You gonna learn a few lessons from us.
Oh, really?
And
the man has literally been sued to oblivion and is now the leader of the free world. So go for it. I would love what you are going to teach Donald Trump. Go for it. Let's go. Here we go.
And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out, all right?
Come on. This is brilliant. This is so good. But the funny thing is that the news media has moved on from this already. There wasn't even a blip on their radar again because of the strategery up front of the Trump administration that said, we are going to move too fast. We're going to move too fast. You know, nobody's talking about a female AG. Nobody's talking about a female chief of staff. Nobody's talking about the first Indian, South Asian, Pacific, whatever, second lady. Nobody's talking about any of that stuff. Nobody's talking about the black man that's the head of housing and urban development. Nobody's talking about any of that. Nobody's talking about the first openly gay Treasury Secretary. The head of the Fed or Treasury Secretary? One of the two. Nobody's talking about that. Why? Because we don't care. Get to work. You're the most qualified person for the job. Get to work. Do your thing. Oh, man. She loves her some her. Boy, she is everything. She is a wonderful example of the swamp. Okay, who's next?
Will win. We
Stop it.
will win.
I didn't know which clip that was. If they're again, the RNC has to be celebrating. This has to be such a wonderful attitude of success in winning at the RNC. Because, hey, by the way, a lot of the Republicans are on the take, too. A lot of these Republicans are going to get slapped. But as a party, as a beneficiary of Donald Trump had to run as a Republican, and RFK Jr. had to join over because the Democrats hosed him so bad, they're kind of the beneficiary of all this. And now they're watching their party, the other party, DNC, lose their minds. And it's what we're going to win. You're going to win what, you old bat?
We will win. We will win. We will win. We won't rest.
Oh.
We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest.
Speechless. I don't know what else to say to that. Speechless. The hell did I just see? A man screaming, "We won't rest," right before nap time? Won't rest for what? You won't rest for what? Until you continue, until you're able to fleece the American taxpayer for your pet projects and your kickbacks. That's literally, you think that's something to fight for? Billionaire grifter? I saw that sign behind me. See this, stop the billionaire grifter? Elon Musk is getting nothing from this. Now, there's nothing you can offer him. One of his best interview lines, Elon Musk, one of his best lines is him quoting, you ready for this, Rhonda? The Princess Bride, where he was talking about Inigo Montoya meeting the man who killed his father. And he just has him pinned. He's done. He's done for. And he says, offer me money. All the money you can have and more. Offer me power. All that you can have and more. He said, I want my father back, you son of a bitch. And he kills him. Fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. That's the same with Elon Musk. It's like, what? Offer me money. Offer me power. I'm literally the richest man in the galaxy. And nothing you can, I'm not grifting off of anything. I see a problem in our country because I run businesses in this country, large scale businesses in the country. Oh, by the way, I wonder if AOC has sold her Tesla yet. She has not. And I see things wrong with it, and I want to fix it. And I can fix it. $50 million in condoms to the Taliban. What the hell? That's what we will fight. We won't rest. We will win. Okay, what? So we can keep, what safe rape at the Taliban? That's absolutely absurd. Whereas we're practicing safe terrorism. Just stupid. Yeah. Yeah, he did tell the advertisers to go F themselves, man. Hell yeah. Oh, we got to go. Can we get into Chief Spreading Bull here, Pocahontas herself? She was there.
In the building behind me, Elon Musk is seizing power from the American people.
That could not be further from the truth. I don't, again, it's the lying liars. I have no idea where this is even possible. He is not seizing any power from anyone. Seizing power from the American people? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, I think I get what she's trying to say, because they don't have the power anymore. Taking power away from from Congress and Senate. Yeah, we don't care. We're actually pretty okay with that.
We are here to fight back.
How? Keep screaming, honey. That's fine. I'm sure. Okay, Elon's probably up there with some binoculars like this and some popcorn. Yeah. He doesn't. I love that. Look, I am all about the United States Constitution, our ability to protest. Peaceful protest. I love it. I don't really peacefully protest or even protest, but okay, you can. We're Americans. This never works. Protesting in front of buildings, picketing in front of it never works. It just doesn't work. Sorry. Yeah. Sold Tesla, bought a VW. Like, oh, that's right. Did she? Is she the one that did that? Really? Huh. Yeah. Yeah, because of course, Volkswagen started by literally Hitler. Yeah. Stood for people's car. That's what that means. All I have to sell is fear itself. Yeah, damn right. Yes. Well, we sound out of control, screaming and yelling. In that they think that resonates. It just doesn't resonate with the people anymore. Again, this country is now being run by Gen X. We're in charge. We're in charge. We don't care. We don't care about your feelings. We do not care about your feelings. Let's get back to the USAID debacle, which caused the whole kerfuffle here. Because USAID is the biggest kickback organization, money laundering organization for the Democrat Party, and they know that their goose is cooked. It's over. I mean, they've already started impeachment hearings against Donald Trump. Have you heard this? I mean, impeachment, they're filing articles of impeachment is what I meant to say. I apologize. They're filing articles of impeachment today. That was announced. The Democrat Party is. Over his stance on Gaza, saying Gaza, we're going to own Gaza. We're going to turn it back into a beautiful place, and it's going to be thriving. And it's going to be absolutely wonderful. I have my thoughts on that. And here they are. It's simple. One, big thinking is always good. Talking big, thinking big is a good idea. It's never a bad idea. And when it comes to this type of a hot button issue, talking big and thinking big starts a conversation. And we need to start a conversation away from what we know will not work, which is a two-state solution. It will not work. We've been screaming two-state solution for decades. It will not work. So why not start at, okay, I'm going to go to this side of crazy. United States is going to take it over. Okay, let's start the conversation. That's a brilliant move. That's leadership. The second is we just don't learn. There's nothing more American than what Donald Trump has suggested. There's nothing more American because we love just taking over land in the Middle East, don't we? Hey, guys, America's here. We're going to do it our way this time. Not really going to work. Let's see here. Oh, that's a good point, Greg. Yeah, they don't take salaries. All financially independent politicians should donate their salary. Yeah. It's funny. One of his, I forget, it was that Loeffler chick that I can't believe she lost in Georgia to that Senate seat. Senator Loeffler is now part of the Trump cabinet, and she said she's donating her salary as well. People are like, oh, she owns a WNBA team. The hell does that mean? Mean you're broke? Well, owning a WNBA team doesn't mean like you own the Lakers or you own the Suns. Owning a WNBA team means you're in debt. You're being funded by the NBA. Yes, never start a land war in Asia. Only the biggest blunder. That's right. And let's get to USAID. Yesterday, the Democrat camera hogs, spotlight chasers, showed up to USAID HQ and said, I demand to get in there. The Doge people. Listen to this poor bastard. This poor guy. This is sad. Listen.
John Biden, nice to meet you. Okay, so you are aware this agency is very busy currently, and they are not able to take a meeting currently. They advise that they will be in contact shortly, and that best to contact the Department of State at this time if you need any further comments.
Who is they?
The front office of the administrator.
So could I just ask, are you with AID?
I am.
Thank you for your service.
Well,
Thank you for your service. Shut up.
Are the Doge people here?
Are the Doge?
Are they in this building now?
We are 8 employees.
Okay, these guys. First of all, thank you for your service. You work for the government. Thank you for your service. Oh, stuff it. Y'all are done. All of you. Thank you, self-grandizing morons. What a bunch of slappies. Oh, thank you for your service, for working on a government job. Thank you so much. You're a public servant. Oh, zip it.
That's all I know. I don't know specific who Doge is or any of that. I just know that 8 employees are here. Although, as you are all aware, it's in the press. Everybody's been asked to telework. There are select people here to provide services for the agency. So the rest of them are all telework.
Are you career?
I am. Are you?
Thank
you guys are career
you.
as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
We want to thank
Oh,
you
thank
for
you. Yeah, your career. Thank you.
No, unfortunately, I don't control that. I'm just here to
Yeah,
pass
guys,
along
leave him alone.
Thank you for coming, and I'm sure Department of State will be putting out more information for sure.
Are you
Watch
the
it.
senior
Message one
civil
more
servant
time.
here?
No, I am not the senior civil servant.
Here
I have
today.
gray hair like
Today.
you. No, absolutely. Just gray hair. That's it. That's the senior part of me.
So stupid.
All right, thank you guys. I
So
appreciate
cringy.
that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep, we'll
Thank
see you soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Get that. Look. Oh, there's Ilhan Omar. I think Raskin. There's Raskin right by her. Look at all these idiots that just showed up for a photo op, USAID, and just to expose the Doge team, or what do they call them? Creepy. Creepy 22-year-olds working for Musk. Look at these bozos. All of them. You guys are a bunch of idiots. Brought your staff down there and harassing this poor guy. Oh, I love it. Isn't that fun? And this is exactly what we wanted. This is exactly what we voted for. I just didn't think it was going to happen this fast. I think it's going to happen this quickly. When the finalized audit comes out of USAID, wait till you see this. I want to know the link with the Clinton Foundation. I want to know the link with the Obamas and how they made. I want to know how all these people became millionaires. That's what I want to know. I want to know how AOC is worth over $1 million. I want to know all of this. And it comes back to the kickback. Like, that's all it does. It comes back to it, just the kickback, the money laundering scheme that we've seen. The USAID is a money laundering outfit. That's it. And I'm not going to say Medicare and Medicaid are. Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. But what's going to be exposed there is the rampant fraud. These people sitting on just living on the government dime, that's going bye-bye. It's going to get out. It's gone. Yeah. It's going to be crazy. It really, really is. And I'm all for it. Thank you very much. All right, let's get to a couple of things before we wrap up the show. It is the again, we don't care about Pam Bondi. I can't even get any eyes on this. Does anyone have any eyes on the Tulsi vote and the RFK Jr. vote? Let's see what we got here. Tulsi Gabbard passes Senate panel vote. Yeah, that's all she's got. Okay, so they haven't had a vote yet. Okay. All right. So and then we got to find out about RFK Jr. All right. Let's see. Yeah, clear Senate Finance Committee. That's all it is. It's just committee stuff. Okay. All right. But we're not going to get a lot of it. We're going to, okay, they passed and then moving on to the next thing. That's all it's going to be. But here's a woman you don't piss off. The woman that was completely funding RFK Jr.'s campaign, his vice presidential candidate, his running mate, Ms. Shanahan. This woman made it her goal. Some of the best commercials you saw, the best pro-Trump, anti-Biden commercials you saw nationally were completely paid for and funded by her. She is, I believe, the wife or ex-wife of one of the founders of Google. She's doing just fine. Nicole Shanahan, yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's go. We'll get to that. I do like the Rico idea, but let's get to this. You do not screw with this woman.
Tomorrow is a pivotal moment in our nation's history. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time, RFK will sit in front of the Senate Finance Committee for his confirmation hearing to be our nation's next Secretary of Health and Human Services. I urge everyone to call their U.S. senators over the following days and demand they vote yes on Bobby's nomination.
Bobby.
He's more than qualified. He's proven, principled, and prepared to lead. I'll share a list below of key senators. If they represent your state, they need to hear from you. And
how do you not trust her? She seems rad. She's like someone I want to hang out with. And she calls RFK Jr. Bobby. I like this Bobby thing. Remember when Bernie Sanders in the hearing called him Bobby? It's like, okay, Bernie. Love that stuff.
If they don't, please call your own senator and ask them to vote yes. We need as many votes as we can get. So this hasn't been widely reported, but in 2020, I cut large checks to Chuck Schumer to help Democrats flip 2 Senate seats in Georgia from red to blue. The 2 candidates I helped elect, Senator Raphael Warnock
Socialist.
And Senator John Ossoff.
Socialist Jr.
Please know I will be watching your votes very closely. I will make it my personal mission that you lose your seats in the Senate if you vote against the future health of America's children. And more than that,
wait, she's got a little bit more to say, but hang tight. Go ahead, hang tight. A woman with deep pockets is now threatening Democrats that she helped. She cut Schumer. Schumer went to her and asked for a $5 million check, and she handed it to him. Like, here, yeah. I mean, she throws money around. And she goes, I will personally primary you. You're toast. Which a lot of conservatives would be like, okay, well, oh, that's great. Yeah, get rid of Warnock and get rid of Ossoff. They both voted no. And if they get primaried, they're just going to be primaried by a leftist, weirdo. So it's just what it's going to be. They're going to be primaried, and they're going to get destroyed. Going to get absolutely destroyed. So she is kind of a kingmaker at this point. And she's like, try to take me on again. Because if you don't understand where Nicole comes from, she was Bobby's, RFK Jr.'s running mate. And she watched the DNC, who she funded greatly. If Schumer needed money for a race, he went to her. If the DNC just needed money overall for some down cards, they went to her. She wrote big checks to the Democrat Party. And the Democrat Party, when she was RFK Jr.'s running mate, sued them in every single state in the nation to keep them off the ballot. They punked her. After her writing check after check after check, they punked her. So now it's personal. Now she's like, okay, I'm going to take Bobby and we're going to go over on the Trump team and we're going to win in a landslide and we're going to destroy you. And then if you screw Bobby over again, I'm going to make sure if you voted no, I'm going to go ahead and take you out. I will primary you. That is the worst thing a politician can hear, Republican or Democrat, is having one of their major donors, one of the wealthiest women in the world, say, I'm going to primary you. You just know you're screwed. She's a diehard Democrat. I would love nothing more than to see Raphael Warnock. Ossoff's already enriched himself. His dad, Ossoff's dad, I think it was his dad or his uncle. Probably think it was his dad. Like Xi Jinping was at his yacht christening. That's how in bed with China they are. Like that guy's just a little tiny criminal. And so selling America out is really what he's doing. Yeah. Let's get to some of this stuff. Oh, dude, Grizz, I'm mad. Hell yeah, wait. Oh, yeah, I was way crushing on her. Oh, she's cute.
I also want to say to Senators Mitch McConnell.
I just love her voice, too. It's fantastic.
Lindsey Graham, Lisa Markowski, Susan Collins, Bill Cassidy, Tom Tillis, James Langford, Cory Booker, John Fetterman, Bernie Sanders, and Catherine Cortez Masto. This is a bipartisan message, and it comes directly from me. While Bobby may be willing to play nice, I won't. If you vote against him, I will personally fund challengers to primary you in your next election, and I will enlist hundreds of thousands to join me. Yes! Big Pharma and Big Ag have exploited us for far too long. It ends now. You're either on the side of transparency and accountability, or you are standing in the way. The choice is yours. Please choose wisely.
See, I mean, hey, look, don't say I didn't warn you. That would be her entire thing. Don't say I didn't warn you. Here's the video. I tagged all of you in this. I actually put your phone numbers down at the bottom of the post as well. I absolutely love what she just did. Because guess what it did? Got Fetterman to join in. Guess what Fetterman did? Fetterman just voted with the Republicans. Fetterman looks and acts stupid. I don't think his handlers are that stupid. Like, dude, if you want this to stick around, you want this gravy train to stick around, you Uncle Fester looking hoodie wearing weirdo, you're going to have to listen to this woman. Because now the Fetterman team go to her and say, listen, Nicole, we voted the way you told us to. Okay, here's your big fat check. Keep money out of politics. Well, we're trying. Sometimes you just, it's necessary. All right, let's get back to something I saw up here. Festerman, I like that. Well done. Let's see here. Rico, yeah. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if there is a RICO lawsuit from the Attorney General that goes against everybody that was on the take from Ukraine, COVID, USAID, Republican, Democrat, don't matter. Turn them all. And for those that don't understand that, the RICO cases, you might remember this from the Atlanta RICO case against Trump. You name everybody. You basically bring charges against everybody. And you hope you just need one to turn. You just need one to turn on them. And then it all topples down. And we just take care of this with a quickness. Things are changing. And things are changing in a good way, and they're changing quickly. The media can't keep up. We've already covered that. The politicians can't keep up. All they know how to do is scream and holler. And they're staying to their same playbook. They can stay to their same playbook. That's fine, because the sunlight is coming. Is going to be shining directly on their nefarious activities. That's why they're freaking out. Because, again, there's no reason that any common sense human being would be against an audit of a government program unless they had something to do with the failure, overspend, or, God forbid, got a kickback from it. This is what is happening right before our eyes. And I'm going to try to keep up. For the love of God, it's just so hard to keep up. Look, the little dictator Todd turn. You want to talk about Fetterman? What about little dictator Todd? He out of nowhere, now after, 3 years? Now out of nowhere, he said, oh, yeah, by the way, I wasn't getting all the money that the Democrats said they were giving to me. Again, the same thing as Fetterman. He knows what the game is. Okay, well, all right, now I'm going to expose the Democrats because Donald Trump's cutting on my funding. What do I got to lose? I was told I was getting $200 billion worth of stuff, and I got 70-something billion. They're jumping, and I like it. Let me jump into something that is scary with this USAID thing. It's something I don't know if you guys have seen yet, but something that is being uncovered in real time. I had a discussion with one of my liberal pals who said, oh, that Elon, he's doing some illegal stuff. He's doing some stuff that's just not good. And I'm like, well, what's your source? That was my first question. Said BBC. I said, okay. At the time, I was like, all right, I check in on BBC. I check in on Al Jazeera US, and I check in on, as many accounts as I can. Al Jazeera US I haven't been on in like a long time, but I remember they were doing some pretty middle-of-the-road stuff. But now I know that they're not. Here's how. The USAID funding freeze made BBC release a statement saying that 8% of their basically operation is now shut down. Do you want me to draw the line for you? USAID, funded by the Democrat Party, essentially funding 8% of the BBC. The stuff that they're involved in, Politico was on there too. Politico took over $9 million in funding from USAID. Basically, just a Reuters, same thing. They all took hit money to go after Donald Trump. They all took hit money. Let me see if I can find what I was trying to find it, because it was absolutely blinding to me that that there was somebody that would. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a quote from Da Vinci. Anyway, the name we'll get tomorrow. Let me write that down. Get the name of program. Reuters, I think they got that name of program from Reuters. It was pretty bad. It was something like deception. It was like something like online deception, or it was weird, like some mind control. I forget what the exact words were, but I was blown away by this. So now we know. Politico, I'm sure NPR, Reuters, BBC, the Washington Times, they're all on the take. Let me see what else I got here. No, I'm sorry, New York Times. I apologize. New York Times has received, let me see here, in the last, 5 years. Yeah, just the last 5 years, they've started receiving funding, New York Times has, from USAID to run certain agendas. This is all coming to light. There's a publication, a left-leaning publication in Poland that was funded by USAID and are now looking for private funders because their leftist nonsense can't be spread all over Poland. Guys, this is too much fun. So much winning. Oh, the little creepy 22-year-olds. Creepy 22-year-olds. I assure you, what I would love to do, I'd like to take a panel of Elon's creepy 22-year-olds, or however old they're, 19, 20, whatever they are. I'd love to take that entire panel and sit them in front of the congressmen and women. And they cannot say reclaiming my time. They can ask a question and have to shut up until it's answered. And they will be schooled by each and every one of these creepy little 22-year-olds because they're wildly more intelligent than they are. These are the best of the best. If you're doubting Elon Musk, forget about your party affiliation or what you think about USAID funding and government overspend and all of that. You can't deny that Elon Musk has put people into space on behalf of the United States. We had to ask him to help us. Elon Musk has access to the most intelligent brains in the galaxy, and he brought them along. Those are probably the people he brought for Doge are probably just kids that were hanging out in the break room and just talking about some kind of quantum physics, whatever, and said, hey, you guys want to get a gig in Washington, D.C.? Sure, fine. All right, come on. I don't want to take my real super brainiacs off of, satellites and whatnot. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. All right, Rhonda. That's an interesting little piece of information there. The horseback ride she did. 19-year-old conservative was their guide. All right. It doesn't really surprise me in that role. Basically, you're a cowboy. Probably the same. You're right, Greg. The House of Cards is imploding. We've only just begun. So, what was I going to say there? Oh my gosh. So, let's just say that we went to a very 2-horse town in Arizona for our little undisclosed getaway. And we're leaving breakfast the second day, and we're going to kind of make our way back with a few stops. And she said, hey, can you drive? And we took her car up there because my car had all the crap in it from the event. And I was like, okay, we'll take your car. She said, can you drive? And I was like, yeah, no problem. Didn't even think anything. And then I realized that I was in this little 2-horse town, which I don't think they have any music stations but country. And it's a country station. And if you're not wearing boots, you're wearing a skirt. I got in to the driver's seat of a Japanese mini truck. And I thought, I might not make it out of here. I might not make it out of here. Even if it was, I would feel better because at least a Hummer's a U.S. ride. I was in a foreign small truck. She calls it the truck. I have a truck. She has a truck. Yeah. And I had to drive the truck out of this town as fast as I could. As fast as I could. I had my hat down like this, doing one of these. Want to throw a Kamala hat on if I had one. Oh. Paid money for a Carpenter's album. That's Long Beach State, bro. That's my hood. Karen Carpenter. LBC. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My father, my biological father, claims he dated Karen Carpenter. I'm like, you did not. Liar. Yeah. Yes. Not the joke. Oh, thanks, pal. Appreciate it, Chris. He says, come on, family program. Nothing wrong with driving Japanese truck. A lot of people drive Toyotas. This wasn't even a Toyota. Wasn't even a Tundra. Wasn't even a Tacoma. Oh, man. She's like, why don't you like driving my truck? I said, I don't mind driving your truck. It's not bad driving your truck. Your truck. It's just getting out of that town was a priority. Yes. See, there you go. All right. See, but yours is, hazard yellow lifted and sitting on, Vulcan 33s, with the rednecks. Of course, rednecks love that. We all love that. But I mean, these guys had trucks. These guys did not have trucks. These guys had trucks. These were straight off the ranch trucks. They have horseshoes in them. Trucks. And I'm out there in a truck. Yeah. All right. Again, it's happening quickly. We're going to try to keep track of it. Especially this one of my favorite advancements is the Politico, BBC, NPR, Poland, and the New York Times on the take from USAID. I think that is one of the biggest things that we're going to see as we get to see exactly how much the government has been controlling our media apparatus and the media around the globe. So once that is exposed by the 22-year-old nerds, we will talk about it right here on In Other News. Y'all, we'll see you tomorrow. You have a great rest of your